It says we're still streaming, but already said that he
Just
lost a lot.
dropped. I'm refreshing.
Yeah, because if I stop it, I can't resume without going into YouTube and creating a new live stream, you know?
In the words of IT, have you turned it on and off again?
Well,
I
if I
just
do,
refreshed,
I
but
know.
we're not live anymore.
I don't know what happened. And shame
Sorry,
on
I'm
me
slow.
because I did not start recording as well to record the whole thing in case this happened. So lesson learned for us. Click record and
It
live
is
stream at the same time.
up until now is recorded. It's on YouTube.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. But like in this case, since the live stream stopped and we're not recording this session locally, so I can't go back and upload it. Whereas had I clicked record and live stream failed, I could go back and upload our recording of the
We
game
do
session.
part 1, part 2.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to. Okay, so with that said, part 2.
Persevere.
Here we go. Part 2, first time, hopefully last and only time, we do a part A, part B, part 1, part 2 of a game session, and that's because our live stream failed. It stopped for reasons unknown. Thank you, YouTube. But we will, once we're done, we'll upload at least the second half. Oh, are we back live stream? No. Okay.
Oh, no. I was just saying, but now we're back. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have to. It'll be 2 parts, I guess. Anyway. All right. So we're back over here with our friend Tiam. So Ms. Libra, oh my goodness, it is so wonderful to see you. You look so refreshed. You look well rested. So glad to see you.
Very good. Sorry for the
injury.
Me too. It'd make it better.
In my own ways, I need you too, but.
And I look at him like real quick on a second note before we get off topic. Did you get any more arrows in by chance?
Well, you just asked me about that yesterday, and I believe I sold all I had to your friend Rayla.
We figured we were walking past and wanted to come see you. I just figured I'd ask just in case.
And as soon as you say I wanted to come see you, he kind of lights up a little bit. The smile gets a little bit bigger. And I am so glad that you did. But as for your arrows, no, I don't have any more. How many was it you think you'd be looking for?
Well, I think if you happen to get any in, if you could do me the biggest of favors, and every time you get put a few away for Rayla, we get in a lot of combat, and it was useful to know that we have some on standby if needed, so we don't feel so exposed.
Now, I may also be able to get larger, longer, pointy things too. You know what I mean? A big spear.
Oh, she's got some of those actually getting made right now.
Oh, okay.
And you have 2? My brain starts I don't think to hear that he said something about many spears, and so my brain's like trying to picture this and like get confused. She's not the smartest. I mean, she's average smart, but like sheltered smart.
You can pick that option.
No, you can't really.
No, I'm kidding. Funny though.
I'm gonna ask if he has...
You never asked him, to be honest.
What?
Don't ask.
It's a BG3.
Ask him about it. Yeah. Oh gosh.
So, my dearest of Libra, when are you and your friends heading out next?
As soon as we can. We just gotta wait for my leather to be made and her spears. So a little after noon, I imagine we'll be heading out.
And how long do you think you'll be going for this time? As this most recent trip was rather short for you.
Well, if we had some healing potions, it would have lasted longer. But it just all depends on who dies, who doesn't die.
Oh my goodness, who dies?
May or may not die. I died. I died for just a little bit.
Oh dear.
That was a lot of black crud.
It sounds like. Well, listen.
Like if you come across any healing potions, they might be beneficial over here.
Yeah.
Ms. Muriel, you're not here.
Nope, I'm not. Nope.
It's her conscience reading the mind.
Yeah, it's the little angel on her shoulder going la 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 la.
Did you maybe you tried the clear audio? So
I was just
you
gonna
have
say
clear
she drank
audio.
the potion. She
So,
drank the potion and
Ms. Lieber, you just have me concerned for your well-being. Perhaps you should just stay here and keep.
The name of the game of being an adventurer, though. That's the whole point of an adventure.
Yes, I just
It's the not knowing.
it just has it raises concern for me. I don't feel comfortable with that.
I'm sorry. I've been living in my village for so long that this is what I need to
Well,
do.
you know, it's funny you say that because I've been living in this town here for quite some time, and perhaps it's time for me to spread my wings. Perhaps I should go with you this time because I don't want anything ill to happen to you. You said you almost died, and I would hate for something terrible to happen to you and me not be there.
What is the furthest you've gone out of town?
I
do you
mean,
know how to fight?
it's been
Do you know how
time,
to-
but I have traveled down to Specularum a couple times, and I actually lived in Specularum for a few years.
Really gonna cut in. Do you know how to use a sword, a spear, a bow? Can you do any fighting? Can you cast magic? Are you okay with
I'm
sleeping on the dirt?
I'm rather proficient with a bow.
I think you're a much needed hero. I think you're the only one that has everything that everybody needs.
Yes, but I could always get Kanan to cover the shop.
He doesn't like me very well.
Well, but
Now we know why.
but it's okay. I mean, but you want to be here with him. So you and I together would be out adventuring.
I'll get him kind of like puzzled and like past him a little bit and like picturing like the and hiding things that I might need just as me. So I'm like kind of daydreaming a little bit of like the revenge.
Well, whether to add or exclude people from our group, that would be a whole party decision. It can't just be us two to make that would make that
Yes,
decision.
and Ms. Rayla, with all due respect, I understand that, and I can respect that. However, Ms. Lieber and I have a very special relationship, and I am sure that a consensus wouldn't even be needed. It would be a consensus. There wouldn't even need to be a conversation, due to the fact of the adornment that I have for your friend here in our relationship that we have, and I just love her to blossom.
I look at him and be like, out of respect for the party, though, unfortunately, with us being new to the group, I need this party, and they do have a little more say than I do. So it would have to be a group effort.
Well,
If it's not a group effort, then there's no party, and then we're at more risk.
perhaps I could talk to them.
You can try.
Well, as a wise man once said to me, you can always try.
How about this? In order to protect me, I think that maybe by chance that you could try to find potions and stuff like that, so when I come back, we have some protection out.
Source.
Can I ask?
It's very difficult to source potions. That's not a very common thing in these parts. What?
TM, can I ask?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just really need. Do you have any more of that strong silk rope that I could buy, please?
No, I thought you were talking to the DM.
No, I'm talking to you.
My dearest Libra, I understand your plight, and I just don't know what to say. I'm sorry, Rayla,
I'll be
you
okay.
were asking for some rope, and his whole demeanor kind of drops. The shoulders drop a little bit. The disappointment kind of sets in on him a little bit. Silk rope, yeah, I got some over there, and he kind of just gestures.
I look at Tim and just kind of pat him on his back, and I promise you, I'll be okay. I've made this far.
Rayla's gonna.
Nope, not there.
Rayla looks at him. Hey, you can always try and talk to the rest of the party, but I have been protecting our dear Libra this entire time.
It's true. She's actually teaching me how to use my scimitar better.
It's been fun.
So, whoa, wait a minute. You're going out adventuring into the evil-ridden caves, not knowing how to use that long sword of yours?
I know how to use it. It's just refreshing myself, and everybody can always learn more. There's
Except
tricks
practice.
and there's always new tricks.
So then, while you and your friends go out, I will
I'm better with darts.
I will
I'm better at
practice my
blowing than I am
archery.
with swords.
I will practice my archery while you're out. I will make all the inquiries I can on these potions that you are so desirous of. Perhaps now, if I happen to find a love potion, would you be interested?
No, it's got to come naturally. I'm a very natural type of girl.
I thought you were all the way through.
That's what makes it all good. That's borderline. That's borderline slippy drinkage type stuff.
Okay, so what, since you're not desirous of a love potion,
I'm interested in poisons.
well, that is quite the contrary to a love potion. But yes, that I know for certain I would not be able to acquire. That is very strongly regulated, and I don't dare risk my life for acquisition of such.
Well, we would never ask you to risk your life.
No, not at all.
Although I would be willing to risk my life for my dearest, but not in that kind of way. That's asking too much. So my love, what kind of potions would you be most desirous of?
We need health potions. We need maybe something for guidance, like detect evil, maybe even just anything that will help get us further in these caves. We
We
are
don't really
looking.
need detect evil. I mean, Malachi's a paladin. He gets that naturally.
Yeah, it's just nice to see if maybe 2 people could do it. I don't know, just see what we could do.
Okay,
But
so
I look at him and just kind of like, I understand the worry, but I promise you I'll be okay. I'm here
So-
now.
okay, so 2 love potions and 1 healing potion.
2 healing potions and 1 book of poisons.
A book, you ask.
I'm learning how to detect plants and stuff like that, and it would be kind of cool to have with my darts and her arrows to make killing things a lot easier.
Rayla's gonna check with, Tina. Can you point out? Are you any good with pointing out maybe poisonous plants if you were like on the road and stuff?
Oh gosh,
By any-
no. I
What the
I
book is for.
always, on the occasions which I do travel, Miss Rayla, I am always prepared. I don't need to go foraging when I am
prepared.
traveling.
But you said you can't sell us or easily get these poisons. But did you have a keen eye for spotting things? Useful things out.
Oh, I guess Ms. Libra, I spotted her. She's very useful. I'm just trying to convince her of that.
Speaking of things that might be plants that would also help heal.
Again, Ms. Libra, I'm not familiar with plant
Books.
stuff.
Books, if you have any books.
Oh well, no, I don't have books on that. No, ma'am, I'm sorry. But again, I encourage you to exercise caution when seeking out or fabricating such items.
Mm.
I appreciate the concern. I will keep that in mind.
But if you do, and things don't go well for you, I will come visit.
I'm trying to think on my deathbed.
No, when they have you constrained,
Oh, when I get kicked out of the group.
when you are incarcerated.
Oh, in jail.
Oh, okay.
Illegal.
Like getting kicked out of the group. I think.
Oh, sorry, I'm not there still. Gosh.
I would appreciate that, but I think I'm okay. I'm a little bit smarter than that. I would.
You sure about that?
I kind of stretch in my head like I just gotta learn. I'll be okay.
Libra, you will carry you great distances, but there are some places where it will not be able to help you.
Yeah, I see the scars look kind of grisly.
Can I roll that, please?
So Ms. Libra, are you joining me for the evening?
I not actually. We have a appointment with the guild.
Libra wouldn't know that though, right?
Oh, that's right. Well, no. I gotta meet with my party. We gotta get ready to head back to the caves.
And Raylo steps over and we'll see. We can ask about you joining us if that's truly
Yes.
you desire.
So, okay, so this is what I was just thinking. It's funny you say that, Rayla. This is what I was just thinking. Maybe I could just travel with you to the caves and be with Libra along the journey, and when we arrive, I can just wait.
We just had a horse get eaten by a bear. I don't know if waiting outside's even safer than inside the caves.
Well,
Well,
then
I mean,
come-
if it's that dangerous, then I guess I could just come back. I could still travel with you. And
Look,
be
we'll
with
ask,
you.
we'll ask,
And you can hold hand and skip.
Yes, please.
We will ask our party, but we need to get back to them so that way we can see what the plan is.
How much silk rope does he have so I can buy it, please?
He has a whopping 25 feet.
All right, I'll take how much.
1 gold.
All right, I'll take it. Silk rope was more than that, but I'll take it. 1 gold for 25 feet.
Distracted.
No takebacks.
All
I
right.
look at Riley
So
like, can I
at
see
the
that for
guild
a second?
house, you made inquiries about maps, some books, and some
Records.
lighting.
Records.
Lantern, right? In the record. Over here with TM, you're making inquiries about potions.
Or any kind of plant lore type books to create potions.
Okay. Okay.
But as we're sitting there getting ready to leave, I asked Riley, can you see the rope for a second?
Yeah, here. Give it the rope. Why?
I wrap it around my hands a little bit and start doing the what is that called? Jump
Jump rope.
rope. Holy
Jump
crap,
rope.
I'm old.
Yes.
And I kind of
Yes,
start
please,
jump
sir.
roping out towards the tavern.
I
And I give TM a peck on the cheek and say, I'll be safe. And that's when I start doing
and he
it.
just lights up as if you are the sun, with that peck on the cheek, and he kind of slowly tries to do one of these things as you pull away, but he kind of is as you're too quick.
Does the rope accidentally get him in the chin?
No, and you begin to get your cardio and you jump rope your way all the way to the tavern.
I just sigh and leave and follow her. Don't wear that rope.
It's not touching the ground.
So Rayla and Libra reconvene back at tavern after with Malachi there. After battle here, Alicia and Muriel have rejoined Pacifica as well. And Pacifica is a freaking garbage disposal man. That man eats anything and everything. It's like a dog.
Excellent. Good. We needed to keep him busy.
And
I would thank him profusely for holding our spot and making sure we had a place to meet back up.
yeah.
Good. Keep it up, champ. All right. I'll go around and see you.
And just a
Malachi,
reminder,
Malachi,
Pacifica
Malachi,
had been charmed by Muriel a day or two, maybe 3 days ago now. I lost track of time. We should figure out the time, so I know when to.
3 days next.
Okay.
So far.
And he is a large man, 6'2", 200 pounds.
He's
That's his
sort of.
his dry weight, so to speak. Unarmed, unequipped. He has leather armor, a bow, and a
Malachi's sitting next to him with the ale or something and just staring at him.
Watch him eat.
Yeah, just him wolf down whatever's in front of him.
yeah, and he's
Malachi from the cloth. Well, it's good to see you now.
yeah.
I grab the rope pretty and hand it back to Rayla. See, not a stretch.
Thanks. And I put it in my bag.
We we're about ready to have kids.
Therefore, it's my toy. It's everybody else's dangerous weapon. And then, like, I this scar.
What's going on with the stream?
Whatever floats your boat, I guess. A little bit of a problem. Tia wants to come with us.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He can come, right? I don't care. That's what's on our side.
I told him we had to check all our members, you know.
Does he want a portion of what we find?
No,
Or is he
he
scared?
doesn't need us. He just wants a certain individual, that's all.
If they keep me safe, which I'm worried is going to make it.
It will mean he's
Where
a
he
burden.
is.
He's not. He's going to be distracted. He won't be able to. No, absolutely not. He remains here. He's far more useful here, making sure that there are provisions for us when we get back.
That's what I tried to tell him. See, I'm not dizzy.
And he wanted to know. That'd be only fair to get everyone's opinion, but yeah.
Let's see how things work out. Without him first.
How'd the guild go?
Oh, who's,
Oh, that's right. Hieronymus. I totally forgot him. Ha
Was that the guy who saved?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the merchant. Yes.
Herman.
The whole reason I'm here.
That's right.
Mhm.
Sorry, DM.
Yeah,
We
that
have
guy.
one-track minds.
Is he here in the inn, still in the tavern? Still, is he still staying? Lowy? Is his family okay? Has anyone checked in on them?
I look at the group and be like, oh, what did I used to call him? Herschel. That's right. Like,
Oh yes.
like, I think I call Herschel lately. Oh, speaking of which, how's the guild? Like, what's going on in the guild?
Oh, I thought I'd get away from the whole being about such a thing, but you know, it does seem to be of use. I'm trying to get some skill there. They weren't as useful as I thought they would be. They were mostly interested in the bag.
The bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They might have some lens for Malachi. You know, they have this device that, and
why don't we need lanterns? We have torches.
well, I would have to list up to over
Well, a lantern would have a shutter, so you can open and close it.
turn it on and off.
Right. On off switch. It actually has a larger area of effect than a torch does, if I remember correctly. I want to say a torch. I have it backwards. So I'm double checking. No, I have it backwards. A torch is 40 feet. A lantern is 30 feet. But a lantern will last for 6 hours, right? No, 4 hours instead of 1 hour. Torch is 1 hour 40 feet. A lantern is 30 feet for 4 hours.
Okay, I could see investing in a lantern would
Now,
not be a bad idea.
a bullseye lantern also lasts for 4 hours, but its range or illumination is at 80 feet, but it's kind of pinpoint. Bullseye is what you classically see on the back of the boost on the train. So it's very, very directional, but there's no shadow to it.
It's risky.
Let's say that.
And remember, you can see from a much greater distance.
Because I think we need to pick up from the guild.
No, I mean, should come back after lunch, but that could mean anytime after lunch, like tomorrow is after lunch. So it's not anything I need before we go adventuring.
Okay.
We'll just chat while we get us here.
I'll probably I haven't used that bag in quite some
It's
time.
a tab, though.
Did you tell her what happened when I pulled a canoe from the bag?
It was mentioned. Not by me.
Lucia, I told her we were there, but we had heard the tap of the canoe. And I just
We were in one of the caves since I tried to pull, I think it was like nails and a hammer or something to help unlock a door. I pulled a canoe.
I asked her if she had any trick. She said she no.
I'll keep it for the last minute. This is next time going out, but I might think it's time to retire the bag.
Alright, well, off to get the spear and see for sure. We're gonna try to do that after we go kill some bees.
26.
Is her staying in this tavern in combo?
No, he is the spice guy.
He's a traveling merchant.
That's the
Oh, so he's got himself a spot set up here.
He
Probably.
as a matter of fact, when you guys had rescued him and returned him to the keep, he has a caravan of wagons out front, waiting for him. Reason business.
Risky.
spear, and then the skill trophies. I want to try and use her. It's itty in my hand.
I'll wait until outside city walls. Unless you want to get arrested. Which, it's up to you.
Nope, I will wait to get the calls. It's really weird.
That's
I'm gonna
it.
go pick up my spear. You coming with me for your armor?
Yeah.
Libra?
We'll head it out together.
Rolling out there. Sweet.
Might as well do it on the way.
Yeah, why not?
Alright, ladies, does anyone know offhand, I'll talk with Alicia, does anyone know offhand how we're paying for room and board?
I had paid for me and Muriel, and I believe
Right,
Lucia.
for X number of nights, and I'm not sure if we passed that or not, so we'll have to go back and see if we can figure that out.
If it's for a week, I've only spent a couple of nights so far.
It's probably up for me because I was there longer.
Okay. I mean, we're not going to concern ourselves with that right now, but we will, look at that in the next, over the next couple of weeks. The rate for that, as I'm taking notes, lodging, laundry, 2 meals a day, armor and weapon maintenance is 2 gold per day per person. Now I see that I was looking at some old notes. Malachi and Rayla and Gunther is gone. Had paid for 1 week, and that goes back to Sunday, September 28th of game time. That time. So looking at the calendar, September 28th, our current date of October 7th, and that would put you 2 or 3 days over what was paid for.
I have one more for me and Lucia, so
Right.
okay.
On December 22nd, real people tied. Not
Okay,
okay, date. I have a note that says laundry, logging 2 meals a day, maintenance at the keep, 2 gold per day Libra, and I have prepaid for 5 nights.
Libra and Muriel.
And 2 free meals.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, we got 2 free meals early, so that out.
And that's December when?
22nd.
December 22nd. I'm just rough math.
Session 12 is
Oh,
what mine
okay,
says.
beautiful. Session 12. So in session 12, game time was October 6th, and we are now October 7th. So that's 5 days. So it looks like everyone, or the 2 of you have 2 days left, and everyone else is overdue. So I think for simplicity, I see the notes there. I see those.
I think that's the. You keep it
Yeah.
Alessandra?
Brenda.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
No, Alessandra. Yeah, so on October 2nd, game time, I see Muriel and Libra had paid for 4 nights, so they're done. Malachi and Bathfair paid for 5 nights, so they have 1 left. Alicia
Yeah,
also
Ian.
5. Libra and Muriel paid 2. I both down twice. I'm not sure why, but so it comes to a point where everyone's kind of their prepaid stuff is expiring around now. So this will be a good thing for us to kind of reset that. Moving forward, when you guys come back, we'll do that accounting again, 2 per person per night, and that will get you kind of looking at my site. We'll get you a private room as well, and then we'll do for simplicity. If we're not going to do this character pays for 2 nights, that pays for 3 that one. Everyone's going to pay like for this amount of nights for simplicity. Otherwise, it's going to get too more complicated than 2. So okay, so as a group, the 6 of you, because you have Pacific intel, so to speak, make your way over to Ms. Oriana and collect any gear that perhaps you left with them for maintenance, for sharpening, for adjustments in armor, maybe taking damage or what have you. Libra, down to a new studded leather armor, and you guys are geared up and ready to go. Everyone is at max health except for Libra, Alicia, and Rayla, who are each down just 1 point. Everyone's maxed out. I see spells of Pass Without a Trace and Fire Iron Lore. Alicia had Entangle and Purify Food Water. Rayla has Guiding Light and Control Wounds, and lastly Muriel has Sleep and Charm Person.
I'm representing Shield. The spear from.
Oh, sorry, and the spear as well. Muriel is do you have magic missile in your spellbook?
No.
You don't.
Do you remember when I rolled my spell book? You gave me so many pity rolls. You're like, pick a spell. And I'm like, all right. And then you're like, no, you get that spell. I was like, okay, your next one. I picked one. No, you don't get that one. It must have happened like 5 or 6 times. And then you're like, you know what? Make those ones. We'll reroll them.
You still think magic missile?
Did not get magic missile. I have charm person, grease, shield, burning hands, featfall, right, fire, client, shocking grasp.
Okay.
Ooh, I like shocking grasp.
Yeah, well, shocking grasp is good. It's almost like reverse of your light wounds. It's only cause light wounds. So the cleric, you touch someone. I think it's a D to do. That thing you get touch. It's meant to be like maybe 100 feet away or something. You know,
Oh, I would have had it.
I think you spell in Baldur's Gate. Same.
I'll tell you, when you don't have those, the class spell, the awesome spells, it just encourages more creativity on how to use. You guys came up with Entangle, how to use Entangle. Right? Underground. That's everything was a great idea for that. Enough so that Julie, on Tuesday night, She's like, "Oh, you keep shutting me down. You can't use it. 200 levels on the swamp." Yeah, there's no it grows the enchantment there. It doesn't fabricate it. And she's kind of frustrated. You need to go back and watch it or something. I think I'm with a great idea for this. And she started, well, I see what episode. That's not speaking like whatever it was. And then Army, who's probably in our chat right now, gave the spoiler, just told what it was because he watched. You guys have no idea. So she might watch play, but that's okay. So now she has a solution as well. But so it encourages or nurtures that creativity. Yeah, you gotta figure that out. So you guys are geared up. You could say they're all.
Pick a sphere from 3 different spheres.
Well, they're all the same.
Oh, I was looking forward to picking here. Fine, I'll take generic sphere.
Around it,
What?
like it's you just rolling around.
With
And,
Talon.
like above that helicopter.
All right, Brenda, do you have the proficiency?
I should. I was reading over it. What
What is your class?
Ranger cleric.
Okay, I would think you could do that.
Yeah, it says short bows, light crossbows, swords, axes, spears,
Yes,
and
but
dagger.
you have a finite number of. Hang on, let's say that again, please.
I have short bow, crossbow, sword, spear, axe, and dagger. I have a bow and a sword.
Okay.
With your right, 3. If I read the manual correctly.
So let's go quick once over on that remainder for one. The weapon proficiencies. Now, it is a 1E thing. It's a real thing. Some people play with it and don't play with it. But as a ranger, you have 3 weapon proficiencies. So that means of that laundry list of weapons that you can use, you've only received sufficient training in 3 of them to be proficient. Anything else within the laundry list of weapons that you use, you are not proficient in. There is a penalty on your 2-hit attack rolls. So having clarified that, what are you choosing for your 3 weapon proficiencies? I know a bow could use a bow, a sword, right? And then spear will be the 3rd one.
Yeah.
Okay. So be sure to make some sort of notation on that so we know that we're not using that. There is in fact a penalty for that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So. And bow to bow. Crossbow's different. But a longbow, shortbow, composite bow are all in the bow family. As the bow fletcher would tell you that they're all kind of the same. A crossbow is very different.
Yeah.
Okay. So shown.
Yeah.
Or we
Wait
could
till
just
they
leave
come back.
back be like, oh no, right? Like, we're not.
You're a person ready for that.
I just know that at least I would probably say we should not go to the same cave. We should go to a cave that we have not yet explored. It wasn't that where all that was.
No, there's still plenty of cave areas you have not explored.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we've explored the other cave all the way, haven't we?
Which cave are you referring to?
When we go to the Black Sheep.
No.
We're not going back to that
No,
one.
because you guys, Malachi had detected evil to the south or the southwest. You said we're not going to go that way. So even that cave has not been finished, so to speak. I don't think you've actually quote unquote finished any of them.
We're so good at this, guys.
Well, let's sit there and we'll decide.
Still sit there as we're walking outside the keep. Playing the menu center.
All right, so you
Are
guys.
we taking the horses or no?
I think this time maybe not, because
I'm gonna agree.
I don't want them to be eaten again.
Neither do I. And just real quick, DM. This is a question for the DM, not. Why couldn't it have been Pacifica's horse that got eaten? Come on.
He rolled. Hopefully, he rolled die.
I was gonna say the dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
But it was mine. It was my horsey.
In that
Well-
one, you had pretty much a 75% chance of your horse dying.
It's one less mouth to feed.
I don't mind. I would have given the boy all my gold. Feed my horses.
Oh yeah, you are his best friend.
I also had
Stable
bought
boy.
food for the horses too, so we were set.
Mhm.
All right, so ladies.
If we find another horse, it's mine. All right. I called first.
All right, as you gather all your gear, gather yourselves, dismiss the request of TM to join you, and make your way out of the keep. It is the same routine as it has been every time on your arrival and your departure. The old man scribe is out front at Charlie Brown's lemonade stand, and the captain of the watch is by his side, and they ask you, to state your name and your business, and the old man scribe records your name and your business as you are departing. What is different this time, although perhaps not significant, but I just took away the 3D map. Outside, about 50 feet outside of the front gate, it's a stockade, and there's a man there with his wrists and his head kind of poking through the stockade, and as you walk by, he calls out to you and says, "I am Thomas. I'm a thief."
I walk
Hi,
up
Thomas.
to him and kind of like do the whole walk up to him and like bend over so that maybe kind of face to face with him all into like that. Like, what did you steal?
I stole a goat and a sack of flour.
A goat and a sack of flour. May I ask for why? I mean, I guess for cheese?
To feed my family.
You seem to be as good at thieving as I am.
Well, that's not my profession, but I did something wrong. I stole, and I pay the price.
Is
What is
this
your
the normal
profession?
price?
Well, I don't know. I've never been caught stealing before.
Okay.
What
Hmm.
is your profession?
A farmer.
Just because Libra is a little bit naive, I'd look at him like, can't you provide food for your farm?
Well, times have been rather hard for us, and crops didn't go well last year. And it
This
seems my family has grown some since then, and it's been difficult. So I did what I needed to do for my family.
this isn't the farmer that we saved the daughters
No,
for, right?
no, good question. Yep, different guy.
Um,
Real asks, how long are you supposed to stay out here?
I'm sure they'll have me out here until sunset at least.
Okay.
I
Who
don't
did
know.
you steal
Perhaps
from?
the captain of the watch could tell you.
Who did you steal from?
From
Whose goat was it?
from another farmer next to me.
Your neighbor?
Yes.
That is pretty shit, actually.
Did they say how much it would cost to get you out of the stockade?
No. Well, they said some number, but it was far beyond our means, so I didn't really even consider.
You let him out just to rob his other neighbor.
And he calls out. He calls out again. I am Thomas, and I'm a thief.
Rayla's gonna walk over to the watch commander and ask if that's the complete story or if there's something else he potentially did.
He stole from his neighbor. That's pretty bad.
He says to you, Rayla, and again, this is the guy who's very stern, very timid, very short in his speech. What business is it of yours?
I just understand hard times and I want to help unless he did something worse than just steal from a neighbor.
You want to help? Kind of reaches in behind the Charlie Brown's lemonade stand and hands you a tomato. He said, "You can help by making his experience memorable."
Malachi would not like this.
Although Malachi is all about law and order.
I'm gonna give the tomato to Malachi and let him throw it. I'm not gonna do it. I can't.
I grab Malachi's hand and be like, ooh, tomato, take a bite.
And the look on the
All the more memorable.
the captain of the watch's face, just like he's dumbfounded. That you took a
I'm not
bite
near
out of
him.
the tomato.
I'm by Thomas still. It was as Malachi was walking towards, so I have no idea what the tomato's for. I just saw a tomato.
Oh, thanks, Malachi. Breakfast was a while ago.
Libra, again, naive. Try to give a bite to Thomas.
And Thomas is with a little movement, kind of shakes his head real quick. It's like,
Oh, sorry, he's allergic. Okay, well, I apologize.
He's gonna get killed if he tries to eat the whatever.
I'm not from I'm in a small village. I don't know what stockades are.
You could always, ask him to open his mouth when you throw it at him from afar.
Is that what they do? And I look at the tomato like, that's what this is for? And they hurry and start dancing again.
Rayla crosses her arms and looks at the watch commander, and you won't give me any other information, I take it?
what was your name again?
Joyce! Joyce!
Just a concerned adventurer.
Probably right there on that log.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true too.
What was the name you told the scribe?
Rayla. I'm not gonna lie.
Rayla, my lady. Again, this does not concern you.
I put my hands up, say fair enough, and I walk away. I'm not dumb enough to get into a fight with the captain of the watch.
I'll ask Pacifica if he knows who the captain is.
Was that just the guy we were talking to? Or I was talking
And
to?
Pacifica,
But sorry, not if he knows who it is. If he's friendly with him.
If he knows
and,
him,
and
like
Pacifica says, the captain of what?
Good point.
There are no ships around here.
oh god.
That's fair. Can't say I'm as well versed in.
And he's kind of looking around like he's looking for a boat. He's like,
You know what? That answers my question. Thank you.
As
Just
we're getting ready
He
to,
doesn't know him.
aye, aye, captain. And he kind of chuckles.
As we're getting ready to leave, I'll look at Thomas, and I'll be like, and this is as Libra, like, find me when you are free, and I could see what I could do about helping with more flour for your family, so this doesn't happen again.
Well,
I'm basically
well,
going to say the same
I
thing.
I appreciate that, ma'am. That's so kind and so generous of you. But however would I find you?
I tell him which tavern we're staying at, and just say, give it, I'd imagine 2 days, and I will leave. If I'm not there, I will leave with the barkeep some gold towards some flour and whatever you might need.
I'm just going to ask him which farm is his. Which farm does his family have?
And his eyes get big when you say gold. Is that gold?
Oh dear.
Yes, gold.
Now everyone knows we have surplus gold.
I was gonna only give him 5, but I'm not telling him that. I also just don't want to slip it in his pocket because I see what
Yeah.
the tomato
He's-
is for. I can imagine.
He says it's
Mm-hmm.
been quite some time since I've seen gold.
Thomas, what farm is yours? Where?
He kind of goes over there.
You gotta
Does
be
it
more
have a
specific,
name?
buddy.
Does it have a specific name other than Thomas's farm?
No, what's wrong with Tom?
Ah.
No, we don't. I didn't name my farm.
Is his farm
kinda
on our way
silly.
out, or is it in a different direction?
He
Oh, that's a good
well,
question.
he kind of gestures, but he's kind of gesturing to the south, kind of southwest, so opposite the way you're going.
Can't say.
What's your, I take it you're married?
Yes, I
What's
am.
your wife's name?
My wife is Anna.
Anna.
I say we just head out, and then we will leave it at the tavern to keep. That way, nothing gets sidetracked. 2 days time.
A man spends 1 day in the stocks for stealing his neighbor's goat? That seems fair to me. I don't know what's your problem.
Well, let's head out before the captain of the watch starts to get annoyed with our presence lingering.
All right, no loitering. Let's go.
I'll tell him to go to the tavern in 2 days time, and there'll be 5 gold for him.
5 gold? Do you need? And he kind of shut his voice a little bit. Do you need me to steal anything else?
Do you make a habit of stealing?
No, but for 5 gold I could.
Then no. Put that help so you do not steal anymore. If I catch you stealing again, I will put you in the stockade myself.
Malachi's gonna cross his arms when he hears, do you want me to steal anything else? Yeah, exactly. And says, if we hear that you steal anything else, you can kiss and help goodbye.
Understood, my friend, but one must feed his family, does he not?
Just make as much you can last and try to go towards new crops.
Yes, I understand.
Rotate your
I
crop.
appreciate all of the generosity that you are extending to me. Yes,
Really
I
looking
will
back
check
at
back in
Captain
2 days'
Watch.
time.
Rayla's looking back at Captain of the Watch and says, we really should get out of here.
I start walking. I'll tell him to go to the taverns in 2 days time, and I will give them your name and your wife's name so they know it's you.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
I call out, Libra, let's go.
My name is Thomas, and I'm a thief. He calls out again.
And I start waving. Bye, Thomas. You're a thief, and I lead him to step away.
Thomas, I'm also a thief.
Well, don't say that out loud with the captain right there.
It's just a term, tongue-in-cheek sort of thing. Goodness knows it's not literal. You guys have seen me try to steal.
Yeah, we have.
All right, ladies, you gather yourselves after your brief encounter here with Thomas, the thief, and make your way along the road to the keep, from the keep, excuse me. I will bring up that map here real quick as a reminder. In a quick second, there we go. I will first share that with YouTube real quick. There we go. And I will share that with you ladies here as well. It'll be a quick share, but... And certainly are items.
Yes. I don't know what we're going for, but I will provide support.
Yeah, that one, yep.
5.
5, she says. Yeah. So if you remember, the red line there on the map is your journey from the keep to your entry point to the Haze of Chaos in the Valley of the Day Rain. For those of you who have forgotten the Valley of the Day Rain, it effing rains all friggin' day long in the Valley of the Day Rain. Why? Because the valley has been cursed might be too strong of a word, but has been cursed by a local wizard. I should say a wizard or magic user of some kind. And the law behind that, from what you guys have learned, is that he did that to be a distraction or detraction from people going to the caves. So they won't go to the caves and go adventuring or try to cause problems for the local inhabitants. And it is believed by the party, from the local lore that they have gathered, that that may somehow be related to an anti-paladin that they've heard about, and an evil cleric which is in the region.
So what do we do? We go explore the caves.
Collectively for unknown reasons, but those three may somehow be tied in together or have a relationship with each other or something, or perhaps a mutual interest in the Valley of the Day Rain. Libra, what was it that you rolled, you said?
5.
5. Okay, thank you. So the travel time by foot along this red line on your map here of the most immediate region is 2 to 3 hours, depending how you're feeling and how quickly or motivated you are to get there. When you guys get here to Bend, can you see the cursor?
Mhm.
Okay, so right around there, or maybe a couple hundred yards short of that, you see, because you have a clear line of sight as the road bends, further on the road. You see a small group, maybe half a dozen people, kind of traveling towards you. Heading south, all on foot. At about 400 yards in closing.
They're coming towards us, you said?
Yeah, in essence, they're just like you're walking kind of like north, they're walking south. You guys are just heading opposite directions on the highway.
Can we notice any details about them? Are they injured? Are they
So at 300, 400, 500 yards, no. But as the distance closes and you get to about 75 yards, so a little less than a football field, you get a head count of 5 adult humans, 2 men, 3 women. Oh, I stand corrected. Adult man, adult woman, and 3 adolescents. They are dressed in common clothes. Don't appear to be armed in any way. They are all on foot. They all kind of geared up, so to speak, traveling in a backpack, walking stick. So they kind of weigh down in a sense. They're geared up, but not in a combative way. No armor, no weapons, other than a walking stick.
Do they look familiar? Like they've been a group we've encountered before?
You have not, or they do not look familiar. No. 50 yards.
is there any does Malachi sense anything off about them?
Way too far away. They're about 150 feet, and Malachi's only about 60 feet.
I say we just
You would-
continue on and away that we go.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
something
sure
else.
Malachi would have that ready to go though. When he
It's,
hits.
it's a passive thing. It's not like a spell. It's like
Well,
he automatically detects it.
well,
Okay.
no. So yes, it's not a spell. It is a skill or an ability that he can channel. So it's not passive. He needs to stop and concentrate. It's an active thing that he does. The protection from evil is passive. He just emanates protection from evil all around him. That's the one that's passive. The detect evil is active, if you will. He needs to actively do that.
So when he gets
So as your distance closes, Malachi does a visual once over and visually thinks that they're benign. But he does pause and focuses on them. He concentrates, says nothing, and kind of continues to walk with everyone. And we haven't talked about a formation, but and your distance is down to about 25 yards. So you guys are within like calling out distance for sure, easily.
Muriel
it's
just
suspicious that
on
they're
her personality wouldn't.
I think it's
You're like a New Yorker.
Head down, keep
Her eyes are on the
walking.
sidewalk.
Yeah.
I
Suspicious
think it's
of what?
suspicious that they're unarmed and traveling with kids and unarmed.
Well, as we walk
Uh,
by,
20 yards.
I just kind of, they're coming, so they're close to us.
Yep, down to about 20 yards.
I kind of just wave at them and then ask them how the travel's going as we're walking.
Skipping over to them.
And the lady,
Of course.
the adult woman, speaks up and says, "Good day, my friends. Our travels have been kind to us these past 2 days. Thank you for
They
asking."
look dry.
They are dry, yes.
All right, now so we know which way they came from or didn't.
They are dry.
Rayla asks,
They
Rayla
are,
asks-
I'll say, well kept. They're nicely dressed. They're not rich by any means, but they're nicely dressed. They're clean.
Rayla asks, "Why are you unarmed? I heard that traveling around these parts is dangerous."
Oh, are they? This is our first time coming through. Should we be concerned?
Yes, being honest, yes.
Our
I will.
horse got eaten by a bear yesterday.
Well,
Yes.
we're definitely not a horse, but it does raise some concern. But
No troubles for you so far?
we nothing for us. I mean, we've only been traveling for 2 or 3 days now. We haven't had any difficulty.
I've stopped bandits from kidnapping people and
Oh,
other things. Are you heading to the keep?
well, we weren't, but perhaps we should. We were trying to make our way down to Favaro.
No, I would head to the keep to get there before nightfall, because that's what's the worst.
Oh boy, we were just looking for some opportunities to hone our craftsmanship and sell our wares.
Can I ask what you do?
That's that still might hold. Go to the keep.
Well, honestly, we're trying to learn. Oh, did we lose our audio on Discord? Not on Discord. On whatchamacallit. No, we okay.
It's currently
Um,
loading.
Okay, no, we're good. No, she tells you that they were trying to get a fresh start and are willing to take apprenticeship roles in a craftsmanship or a crafts new skill sets that both her and her husband are interested in.
What skill set?
Well, again,
Is that
we're willing to learn something new. Yeah, I don't think the audio's working right here, but anyway, we're willing to learn something new. Perhaps in smithing or kitchen work. The kids are old enough that they can work here as well. We're looking for a fresh start.
Well, that's wonderful, but I would suggest stopping at the keep for the night because of all the activity that happens.
All the activity that happens. You refer to these kidnappings or something that you said?
Yes, and more.
And more. Well, you're not making this region sound very encouraging to travel through. Perhaps we've chosen the wrong path, but we are days into travel. We really can't go another way at this point.
Well, like I said, stop at the keep and, in the morning continue to where you're going. It's probably better there anyway.
Yes, but I mean, where would we sleep?
Licio would step in and say, "There's taverns and places that you can rent there, and maybe by chance you could sell your wares there."
Well, we haven't any wares yet, so we need to craft them. We need to find a new line of work. But we haven't much money to pay for lodging. We've been sleeping outside here the past few days. I'm not sure if we can afford to stay at the keep.
Rayla's gonna give them 20 gold to do whatever they need to do.
I was going to say, maybe they can exchange service for room and board. Beginning,
There's
just give away your gold.
Erica
Go to the
has a
restaurant.
whole card that says brothel, like trading services.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
There's actually two cards. There's two cards.
two cards of brothel services. I'm not sure how many different services you can have at a brothel. They got them all.
Why there's two.
All right, so you extend 20 gold to this woman, and
It's
she
generous.
is absolutely speechless. She said, I can't accept that. Who are you?
A terrible adventurer, obviously.
Well, you have kids. Don't want to see them get eaten.
Yes.
I say that with a straight face, by the way.
But 20 gold pieces?
I could give you less if that makes you feel more comfortable.
Perhaps it might.
That's all I can keep.
How can I ever repay? I'll be forever indebted to you.
Just get to keep before dark.
What goods do you think? Just keep us in mind once you've established yourselves,
Yeah, that too.
and we'll call it a favor of the future.
A favor of the future. Okay, well, we are hoping to settle in at Favaro down in the Republic of Dorican. That's where we're hoping to settle in and get comfortable. And 20 gold pieces will certainly make a huge impact in that.
Sure would.
Wonderful. And then if we ever are down in that area, maybe you could repay us that.
I shall surely try. Yes, hopefully we meet again. Oh my goodness. And she goes to her husband and says, 20 gold pieces, and her eyes get big and smile gets big.
Just stay safe.
Oh, too generous.
Yes, we shall, with this generosity, we shall take refuge at the keep, as you called it, that we can see here, a short way down the road, and we shall be able to rest the night in safety and comfort, and gain us some nourishments. I would imagine that 20 gold pieces would be more than sufficient to
And buy some weapons.
to keep us safe and fed, as well as maintain us for the rest of our journey. That this is beyond generous, ma'am. Beyond generous. How can one of the boys to come with you and be of aid in some way?
Take one of the children.
No! My eyes is wide with horror. No.
As Licia hears that, I'm like, how about this? We'll exchange it for a favor for the future. As well as if you make it big, you pass it forward.
And the husband kind of slaps her on the shoulder when she says that. And she says, Donovan, we always have more children.
Now go to the keep. We have to get back on the road.
Yes.
Pay it forward and you
I
always
understand your sense of urgency. And we will take refuge. Thank you for your generosity. We will take refuge at the keep. We shall rest. We shall eat and drink. And as I said, with more than enough generosity to easily make it to our destination. I thank you so much. Are you sure one of the boys can't help wherever it is that you're going? Yes, please. Thank you.
Pay it forward when you can.
As they leave, I sat at Muriel. What is wrong with helping out some unfortunate people? Unless you'd rather kill them.
No, not suggest that you kill them, but they are clearly trying to start their own business and whatnot, bootstraps and that sort of thing, as are we, and
And they
do
have
that.
this for the future.
maybe I'm just not as.
I
Right.
cough.
Let's would
wealthy.
you like to go back and ask one of their sons?
Oh my god, I made it this far without having to be burdened by a child. Certainly, I'm not going to take this reward.
So let's go. We have case to check out.
Let's
and
do
then,
it.
And then I look over at Malcolm, like, of course I was just joking. He's like, don't worry.
The audience is like, dang, cool gold.
We've got good
Oh,
juju
yeah.
coming our way. Lots
I-
of juju.
Well, don't forget, I have like over 600 back in the bank.
Talk. I'm telling him that you're a
And that-
forward-thinking,
have, like, the
philanthropist.
And the other special coin stuff.
Rayla worked at the brothel on the nights that we're not.
Oh,
No, no, no.
Why do you so many copper pieces? God, it's like.
Okay, what's your every one?
well, you guys are able to continue on that line, the road most travels, and make your way up to the hitching post, which there are two, if you remember, right there at the entrance to the short, not short, but the very narrow footpath through the trees, heading back west, or to your left there on the map. That kind of winds a little bit, a couple hundred feet through the tree line, and at the far end of that path is where the tree line stops, and it kind of just opens up into the valley, and the rain is present. Along that path, over about 50 feet in, you find the rope still tied around the tree where your horse was, and the remnants of that still present.
I grab a
The
flower. I grab
Predator
three
birds would have
flowers.
taken care of that. Birds of prey would have taken care of that overnight. Goodness.
I grab some flowers and just lay it by the rope.
I put my hand on Labor's, thank you.
So morbid.
And I glare very over her. Keep coming.
I'm sorry about your horse.
No, that's so hard.
Let's get to the damn cave.
All right, so you take a deep swallow to bear the loss once again of your beloved horse that you acquired through the bandits, and press on to the threshold of the Valley of the Day Rain. And it is raining, but it's light today. It's very light, misty kind of rain here at the moment. I will bring up to the three of you ladies that it is 12 minutes before the top of the hour. So 12 minutes left in our game session. And while I know that Muriel generally has dinner promptly at 5 o'clock, her local time, because she always runs by 8 o'clock, but she was eating, so maybe she has a little flexibility tonight. I don't know.
We're gonna have a weird day today. I have to drop off some books for my friend's camp that starts tomorrow, though.
See? Okay.
So-
All right. So, well, I think that we are at
D&D camp.
a fantastic stopping point. We can pick up here in 2 weeks' time as we just begin to venture into the valley. And
It's
you
a great place to start. Like next time,
yeah,
yeah,
it's a place to
you're
start
right
next time. Yep,
there.
right there, ready to walk into the valley, pick a cave,
Just forever.
and have at it.
I remember I will be in St. George, Utah on the 22nd, so I won't be here.
All right, before I start talking about that, we can kind of stop live stream. All right, so boys and girls, we'll be back in 2 weeks' time, which is, if I have a calendar that works, June 22nd.
22nd.
And same time, same place, June 22nd. And
Adios, Zane.
yeah, Auf Wiedersehen, those who are watching, you peace out, have a good 2 weeks off, and we will see you then.
Hello, crocodile.
Stop recording.
I have
And
to 3D print some crocodile.